So this unit was focusing on planning for instruction, to think about how I'm going to teach a lesson, what strategies I'm going to use, but also um, uh, have knowledge of the subject. It says develop cross-disciplinary skills, and think about what kind of teaching strategies I'm going to use. So I did, my planning. I was, I had high hopes for the the exercise that I was going to use. It was about a yard sale, saving and earning money from a yard sale, saving it, and how what someone could do with saving to save money. I was prepared to maybe explain yard sales to them just in case the student wasn't. Uh,
Is it for
yeah,
memory food?
yeah, well, that song. Okay, I'm on this for that. So, um, I was saying, right. So I was prepared to kind of say, maybe in case the student doesn't know about yard sales, because even in urban settings like ours, I thought maybe they
They should
came
know.
across, yeah, even driving with their parents. And so yeah, I made sure they understood that. Um, but surprisingly, I was surprised that the concept of saving and spending, they weren't able to really connect with that, saving money, and then what they could do with it. I would say, it was two students kept on mentioning helping others, spending money on others, which was that was good. I mean, it's nice that they're not thinking of themselves just, uh, and that's again, that comes to being prepared for different situations. Like the exercise was assuming that students would talk about how they could spend on themselves, but my students somehow were thinking of giving, and which we should be happy about. But but I had to kind of shift gears and think about, okay, how can we use what's on their mind and still take something about saving and spending. Um, so yeah, I guess.
So they talk more about giving to
Yeah.
other people, not really saving up on
Right.
money.
I tried to give some examples. I tried to ask them, okay, what is something that you have been wanting to buy? Maybe your parents have not been able to buy this for you, or they said, wait, we can't afford something yet. And then I had them, sit and think and make me a short list of something that they would want to buy, and how saving money could help them reach that goal. But again, it requires. I mean, running into this situation with them reminds me that the importance of planning for instruction. Like I didn't plan for a situation where students would not quickly say, "Oh, I want this. I want." I would spend it on this. I would buy a video game. I would buy, a toy. So. That's.
Good afternoon. Please pardon the interruption. Joshua, quickly, please go back.
Is that something that happens often? Like, you, the lesson is expecting some set of responses.
And it doesn't happen often, but it does happen.
Yeah.
It does happen, because people are individuals.
Yeah.
They're not robots. They,
Right.
They don't think the way we expect them to think.
Yeah.
So we just make provisions for that.
And then also sometimes if one student gives one example of this is how I would spend it, like I would spend it on the poor or donate it, then
then
that's the same.
everybody follows that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have to bring them back to kind of what the lesson is expecting of them. But it would be good to use be creative with that, right? And kind of acknowledge and honor that thinking of theirs, and still kind of
Exactly
meet the
right.
goals of the lesson.
Exactly. For example, you're going to give it to the poor. How do you decide which poor to give? You
Yeah.
can follow that, they're thinking. Question, which poor?
Yeah.
The fatherless, the widow, which ones are, how do you decide? How are you going to go about deciding?
Yeah.
Are you going to get it to them? Are you going to go on the street and give it to beggars? And just along their train of thoughts, you can,
Right. Um, yeah. Yeah. Use what you're getting from them and channel it in the right way. Yeah. And do you find that does that happen like more with older students or the younger? What can happen with that?
It can happen with any,
Yeah.
actually. It can happen with any because, honestly, because it also depends. Let me say culture, for example. Because the culture of the book
Yeah.
is, spend.
Yard sale, save money.
Right, and spend. But the culture of the individuals are not. It's not all about me.
Me,
Yeah, it's not all about me. This I'm supposed to. So.
You live collectively as a community. We were talking about community gardens in the other lesson.
Right.
And then in this lesson, we all of a sudden shift to like my needs and my
what I
wants.
have to save money and how I have to spend it on what I want and things like that.
What helped me actually was when I moved on to like this needs and wants, and because you just mentioned needs and wants, and that was where I could talk about you have good intentions and giving, and but in terms of helping them see this idea of saving and spending needs and wants, it was helpful.
Yes.
And it kind of I lost the I didn't remember as we were talking that came back to me with needs and wants.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have written that down for myself. And these ways to shift gears. I think it's a good idea to write that down. Don't you think? Storage is full. Storage is full.
Right.
Write it down, right? So that when you're stuck there, you know where to.
Exactly. Oh, definitely. That's actually why we have lesson plans. We write things down. Sometimes, we don't always have our lesson plans in our hand and teach, but sometimes we refer to it because it helps us remember, what we're doing, where we are, and how we're supposed to proceed. That's
okay. Thank you. Okay.